jump in.
Well, yeah, I mean, the interesting thing to me about the 2012 election is there's this term in politics, the permanent campaign. It's not a new term. It's been around for a generation or two now. I think Sidney Blumenthal coined it about 30 years ago. But I think the story of 2012 is that we took it to new heights in 2012. It started with the 2010 midterm election, and Republicans got control of the House, brought the numbers for the Democrats down in the Senate, and Republicans basically made a 2-year bet at that point. And the effect of that bet was to mean that the government wouldn't function for the next 2 years. The government effectively shut down between 2010 and 2012, and the bet from Republicans was the economy would be so bad that economic anxiety would be so high among voters in 2012 that the wave that began in 2010 for Republicans would continue in 2012. You would build on your House majority, you would take over the Senate finally, and then you would get the White House, and you would have complete control of government. And what Republicans were basically waiting on was not, let's strike some kind of a budget deal with the president now in 2011 or 2012. It was, let's let the economy give us complete control, and then we have this Paul Ryan blueprint, and we're going to dismantle the Affordable Care Act, and we're going to put in place the Paul Ryan plan. So those are really the stakes, and basically it was 2 years in which the government almost completely shut down while this campaign played out and settled that argument, or started to settle that argument.
So I tried to tell that whole story in the context. The book starts with the 2010 shellacking, but it went beyond that because Republicans in state legislatures around the country tried to change the rules to make it very difficult for early voting, which favored Obama, make it difficult for student voting, for older urban African Americans who didn't have driver's licenses to get to the polls. I called it, the voter suppression project. And what ended up happening was, for a while, it looked like that was going to work. But then judges overturned it. There was this huge backlash, and Obama ended up getting more African-American votes in Ohio in 2012 than he did in 2008.
So, and looking at the strategy you were talking about, Steve Ben, you look at the scandals of today, and yet you would think this is a huge opportunity for the president's enemies, so to speak. And that they're fumbling it right, left, and center. I mean, they just overreach and slander him and find ways to take a great opportunity and flush it down the toilet.
I mean, maybe a little early.